Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm tired.
Hi everybody. It's us. We are. Tell them where we are. What we doing?
We are leaving Charleston, going back home to Beckley.
What did we just get finished doing?
We just got finished going to our medication teaching for fertility.
Yep. So we, as you heard before on at least one of the previous videos, we are in the process of doing IVF. So today, this was our, I think, third appointment. Is it third or second?
This was third.
Third appointment.
It was in total. This is third.
Yeah. So today we went and there's a load of medications. How many medicines are there?
In total of everything for me to take?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're excluding vitamins and just talking about medications.
Okay, so vitamins included.
Vitamins included.
Vitamins, there's what, 7?
No, there's 4 vitamins.
Okay.
3 of those are other medications. Then I also now have injections.
Okay.
And there's 4 injections.
Okay.
There's a patch. And there is something else.
Yeah, so we have some medications that both you and I have to take. Well, a medication.
Yes.
And that's more of an antibiotic to kind of prepare our bodies.
We're up to 4 orals. So now there's like 8 pills. There's 8 pills now. 9, 8 or 9, something like that.
Okay. And do you know anything about what the shots are about? Like what they do?
Yes. So the shots are to trigger, and basically in a nutshell, the shots are to control the egg production, also control when I ovulate. Also, like the very last shot, it's like you can only take within a certain amount of time, because within like 36 hours, they have to get in there and be able to pull the eggs and all that. So, but all of it is just to control the ovulation and the egg production, and to make sure we don't overstimulate the ovaries, which would be bad.
Do you know why it would be bad?
If the ovaries are overstimulated, basically, you would think that would be good, because it's like, oh, you can get more eggs, but they're overstimulated, then they're kind of angry, and it doesn't really mean necessarily that the eggs are viable. So
they just start fighting back. That's what it sounds like. They start fighting back, and from them fighting back, it seems like a brawl going on or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you got a big brawl going on, and it's like one side versus another side. Sometimes that brawl can cause a person to hit their own teammate.
Basically, and then you have like inflammation and swelling and stuff that can happen too, and it's just like anger. Yeah. It's a whole war. Just, you don't want overstimulation of the ovaries. Okay.
And so, do we know what's next? Like not too far down the line, but just do we know what the next step is? So
the very next step that we're doing is we are currently. We're not taking any shots. Shots come after I have, once I start my menstrual cycle, it'll be on like day 3. We want to get me on to my shots and get them started. There's a certain order, a certain time, but for right now, until my next cycle starts, my menstrual cycle starts, I'm on an estrogen patch. I take a whole bunch of vitamins, a couple oral medications. I have PCOS, so I'm also taking metformin. And we will continue to do that all the way up until my cycle starts. And then once that starts, the first day I have to call them, let them know. And then they will get me in for an ultrasound for the very next day. and they will let me know, okay, now we are starting shots.
Okay.
And then he starts his other pill too.
So she said other pill. Actually, I'm not taking anything. I'm just
no, he
just
doesn't
kinda
have to take anything. He's good.
here along for the ride. So try to be
he's like Superman over here.
Moral support and all. And of course, well, I say I don't have to take any shot. I think I got 2 pretty nice shots today with having to pay. I don't know if you guys know how much it costs to do IVF, but I won't really put prices out there because I know prices do vary. But out of pocket, double-digit thousands. So
see, and the funny part is that it's costing that much, and basically I have no issues with having children besides the fact that my tubes are gone.
Well, they heard about that on one of the videos that we posted before.
That's true. And listen, I said I was tired, so don't fault me right now.
Yeah. And in actuality, I said you guys have heard about it. We haven't shot those videos just yet, so we're going to go back and shoot those and kind of give you an intro and all that of what we're doing, how we got to this point. Also tell you a little bit about our story in case you're interested. But obviously, if you're listening to this one, then it's very likely that you've heard those before, those already. But also, so kind of what we've done up until this point that the other videos haven't covered yet is we established the first appointment. Which that's more like a consultation and things like that. So we went in and just had a conversation with the nurse practitioner, and she kind of gave us a rundown of the process of everything that's going on. When I got in there, it was just like I left and told Gheilescia, I said that is a lot of information. But the beautiful part about it is during this whole process, she's been able to contact the receptionist there and the nurses and the staff and all of that. Like, she's just been able to send text messages and emails and things like that, and they respond. And not only do they respond, but they're happy to respond. And you can tell that who we've gone with actually cares about their job, cares about the people. They care about the babies that are to come. So we're definitely fortunate in that. And they tried to fatten us up a little bit when we made it there the first time too. They had snacks laid out and all that. I don't know if they do that for everybody, but
you talking about the first video, but you didn't already made this the first and the second.
No. This is the second and the third together. The first one is just like the preliminary stuff.
Gotcha.
I'm just kind of going back to catch up on what we didn't document as far as our appointments before. So the first one was just an initial consultation and all that, and then the second visit was an awkward visit. That was awkward. That was really awkward. That one was different. Both of us had to have some tests done, some examinations and things like that. So we had to have blood work drawn, and we had to have like a urine analysis to check for any type of diseases that somebody could possibly carry, to make sure that those wouldn't be a factor. But then you want to tell them about yours, what you had to have done?
Listen, they had to wash me out. They washed my uterus.
It was like a pressure wash.
It was so funny because he was like, so about this pressure washing thing, and it was like, that's a perfect way to describe it. It's pressure washing. Listen, got in there, and she's just having a full conversation, just la-di-da-di-da. Well, this and this and this, and I'm just sitting here, and my hands are like holding on to everything, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is interesting. And it was just pressure, so much pressure. And
was it pain? Was it just discomfort?
It was discomfort, pressure, hurting.
Okay.
It was like trying to go back up in, and you're like, go back out. Like, it wasn't the best feeling in the world. It was probably like on a scale of 1 to 10 for pain. I'd probably say like it was about more of like an annoying pain, so like about a 5 or a 6. So it was like annoyance, like pressure pain, and it's like just relieve the pressure and we'll be okay.
Gotcha. So she had to have that analysis done, and washing of her uterus and all, which the results were great.
Oh, she said, yeah, she was like, yeah, your uterus is perfect. And I was like, well, thank you, ma'am. You know, everything looked good. I found out I had kissing ovaries. Like, my ovaries, they like to,
the world is kissing
to
ovaries.
make out. So I have also endometriosis. So the endometriosis kind of wrapped around. So your ovaries are like this. This is hard to do. And then, like, let's say my head is like the uterus. Okay, this is getting really weird, I know. And then, shut up. And so then,
maternity, don't worry about it.
And so you take like the endometriosis, and it's like a web, and it starts to wrap around like one ovary and the other, and it starts pulling in front. Keep in mind that my head is the uterus. It starts pulling in front, and it's like ovaries are like here, my uterus is still back here, like chilling, like, yo, what's up?
Remember me?
And my ovaries are like making out. They're just like, we want to be together, and you know, so you have that issue, and that makes them a little, you know, a little not too sensitive, but you know. So we discovered my ovaries really, really like each other. And I have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and that's again the reason for the metformin. So yeah, it got interesting. She showed me my little string of pearls, and you're probably like, what the heck is all of this stuff she's talking about? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, but yeah.
Google is a good source of knowledge.
Absolutely.
If we haven't explained everything, because she's, as you know, she's in nursing school right now, so
second term,
like
trying to make it the third.
So, you know, some of her, if we asked her to, she can go into great detail about some of this medical stuff, but y'all didn't ask for that, I don't think. If you did, then maybe you can. I'm
just saying my ovaries were really, really, really like each other.
Yeah. So,
and I had a nice amount of eggs in her. She was able to see, and she was like, I should have, like, when they go to get the eggs out and stuff, I should have a good 20-something in there.
Yeah, that they take out.
They can pull.
Yeah. So they didn't go in and just pressure wash the uterus just for the sake of having fun and have a water gun fight inside her uterus.
It didn't feel like a water gun at all. I think a water gun would have felt better.
Yeah. So they didn't just go in there blinded for no reason. The purpose was to kind of check surroundings, make sure that the uterus was in good condition to bear a child or children, to be determined. So everything worked out with that, and then my analysis was a semen analysis, and I'll just say that was awkward. We'll leave it there. That was awkward.
Leave that alone.
Yeah. But in saying that, the results were good. They were fast. Like, the results were super fast. I thought maybe, a few days they were going to examine them, that day, but take a few days or whatever to get back to me. But we left the office and went to the office next door and to get our blood work and things like that done. And one of the staff members came over and they gave us the news. What did she say?
She was like, they're like flying bullets.
Flying bullets, speeding bullets.
Speeding bullets.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, we're gonna nickname you Bullet Man.
So she said that was something that was that's kind of rare for her to see. So we are grateful that both of us are in good condition. With all the examinations that we've been able to go through so far. So we will hop back on at another time and kind of share some more information with you all where we are in the process, and also we look forward to hollering at you guys later. Anything else?
went like this. This meant we're out.
Okay.